Hey all, this is Andy from Sense with Andy. So I'm doing my second impressions of this racket, the Wilson Blade 98 V8 18 by 20. So second impressions because I demoed it maybe a couple months ago, 3 4 months ago. I didn't like it. I thought it was average for the forehand and just a little bit underwhelming for the backhand. So there's nothing that pulled me towards it. I was a fan of the V7. So this one right here, also the 18 by 20. I thought it was the V7 was great for the forehand, great for the serve. So I've actually been using the V7 for the last month or so and really liked it, but just noticed that it feels quite heavy in the head, even more than I remembered. And I've tried, I think I've shown in my previous video, I tried putting some screws back here, so tail weighting with 13 grams, still felt quite heavy. So I was like, let me look at revisit the V8, and thank you so much to Wilson for this nice demo. They really hooked me up on this one, so really thank you, and looking forward to keep on testing it. So I tried the V8, and first thing to notice is that I measured the swing weight. So swing weight of the V7, at least my V7, was 348, which is quite hefty. I bought the V7 used, so maybe somebody snuck some lead tape under the bumper guard, but if they didn't, then it's just a really heavy stick in terms of swing weight. Now the V8 swing weight I measured was 323, which seems, I mean, it's definitely much more maneuverable and easier to swing around. What I found with the V7 is like when I timed things correctly and when I was fresh, I'm getting older, almost nearing that big 40. But with the V7, when I timed things correctly and I was fresh, then I was getting a very heavy penetrating ball, and it was super stable, especially on the backhand. The V8, just off the bat, stock, very easy to use. I loved it on the forehand because I could just swing out, and just the 1820 would keep the ball in play. And the fact that I strung it a little bit lower than what I normally do, I strung this at 48 pounds with Luxon 4G 16L, and I usually string around like 52 pounds. So I was getting like plenty of control. Actually, I actually feel I should do the experiment where I string my other rackets that low, but I actually feel like the strings were sliding a bit more, and I was getting good pop, but really good spin to keep the ball in play. So really like that. I still noticed that on the forehand it was easy pace, easy spin. Serve, like it swung quickly, but if you made a good contact with the ball kind of plowed through. So again, it was really good on the flat serves, also good on the slice serves, and good on what I call the blade kick serves, meaning that you're trying to kick it, but it's just like a spinier flat serve. So I like the stock on that. What I did notice was it was still a little underwhelming on my backhand, and a lot of that is due to, actually most of it is due to my form, but I tend to like heavier swing weights on the backhand. So what I did was I added 2 grams at 12 o'clock, and much better on the backhand. I'm still maintaining that same whip on the forehand. Serves weren't as easy as it was stock, but it was still fine. Just I need to focus a bit more. So I played dubs on Friday, my Friday morning group, and I was really loving this on the forehand return. Backhand was pretty good. Serves were pretty good. Volleys, again, this is one where I feel like it has quite a good deal amount of touch. So for the VH, I think is better for touch volleys. And I'm the sort of guy who likes that feel sort of volleys. I feel like there are a couple different types of volleys: the feel versus the punch. So the V8, I prefer the feel volleys. The V7, more of the punch, probably because of the heavier swing weight on the V7. But overall, I'm really liking this. One thing that I may change is switch up the strings. So right now I have, as I mentioned, Luxlon 4G. I'll once these break or they get dead, I'm gonna put Grapple Snake Tour M8. It's been my favorite string to date, and I really am curious to see how it performs in this racket. All right, that's all. And last then, it's beautiful, really gorgeous racket. Let's see if I could spin it around a little bit. You see how it changes colors from the green to the copper-ish. So really beautiful racket. So like a 90s R&B song, I have to say, I was wrong, Wilson, I was wrong. I never meant to hurt you by leaving this bad review before. This is a very solid racket, and I'm gonna do a full review maybe in the next week or so. But second impressions have been very, very good. So play smart and see results. This is Andy from Sense with Andy.